Every morning, Bob times his first dose like it's a race, because if he's late, the tremor in his right hand can turn a simple cup of coffee into a mess. And Bob isn't alone. Parkinson's affects around 10 million people worldwide. Today's meds can buy you time, but they don't stop the underlying process. That's the real question. What if we could slow the disease itself beyond symptom control? One experimental approach drawing attention is Prasinezumab, an anti-Alpha-Synuclein antibody being taken into phase 3 development. Levodopa is still the gold standard because it replaces dopamine and improves symptoms. But it doesn't protect the neurons that are being lost. Over time, many people experience shorter on-time, more off-time, and can develop involuntary movements, dyskinesias. You're treating the output, while the underlying damage can keep progressing. Parkinson's isn't only a dopamine story, it's also a protein misfolding story. Alpha-Synuclein can misfold and clump into aggregates associated with Parkinson's pathology, Lewy bodies, Lewy neurites. The theory: if you can reduce toxic, spreadable forms of alpha-synuclein, you might be able to slow downstream damage. Prasinezumab is a monoclonal antibody designed to bind aggregated forms of alpha-synuclein. In plain English, it's meant to tag problematic protein so the body may clear it more effectively and potentially reduce spread. It's a promising idea, but human biology is the real test. Here's the honest read. PASADENA, Phase 2. The trial did not meet its primary endpoint, but prasinezumab showed signals suggesting less worsening on motor signs and some digital measures. PADOVA, Phase 2b. Roche reported PADOVA missed its primary endpoint, though there were positive trends across multiple secondary exploratory outcomes and no new major safety surprises. That's why you'll hear two things at once. Miss the primary endpoint and possible benefit signals. Both are true. Despite the mixed results, Roche Genentech decided to proceed into Phase 3 development, informed by PADOVA plus open-label extension data. Prasinezumab has said Phase 3 initiation is expected by the end of 2025. That means we're still in the testing phase, and it will take time to know if the effect is real and clinically meaningful. If you want the Phase 3 updates and who it may apply to, subscribe if you haven't yet. I'll cover the data as it comes. Even if prasinezumab works, Parkinson's likely won't be solved by one hero drug. The field is moving on multiple fronts. Gene therapy programs, including IV-delivered approaches for certain genetic subtypes, cell therapies aiming to replace dopamine neurons, and smarter devices like FDA-approved adaptive DBS that can adjust stimulation in real time. Bob still times his morning dose, but now there's something else on the calendar. Not a promise, just a real scientific attempt to slow what's happening underneath. Prasinezumab is not approved, and it's not proven disease-modifying yet. But it's one of the more serious shots on goal in the push towards slowing Parkinson's progression, and Phase 3 is where we'll finally find out.